Namaskar everyone. So today we are here with another topic of chapter 2, the end of bipolarity. Children, we were seeing from the chapter 1 about the Cold War and how the new two superpower emerged, USSR and US. Here we are going to see how that Cold War was ended and there was the end of bipolarity also. So for that we have seen how the USSR was emerged as the great power, the role of Yeltsin, the role of Gorbachev. So all we have seen. But now today we are going to focus when the USSR was disintegrated, then what happened? What were the main consequences of that and how the things developed after that? So when the USSR was disintegrated, it means it was the end of Cold War confrontation. Like two superpowers were there, US and USSR. So when the USSR was disintegrated, that it was the meaning that there was the end of Cold War. So once again we can see the Cold War was the war that was not fought with the weapons. It was fought with the ideologies. Ideologies were socialist or capitalist. So socialist and capitalist, two ideologies were there, and we can see when the USSR, who was promoting the ideology of socialism, it was disintegrated. Ultimately, the things were in favor of capitalism. So capitalist ideology emerged at the time, and the power relations on the World Forum were also changed. वर्ल्ड फोरम पे जो पावर रिलेशंस थे वो भी बदल गए. वो कैसे? दो ऑप्शन थे, या तो यूएस सुपर पावर के रूप में सामने आता और वर्ल्ड यूनिपोलर हो जाता. यूनिपोलर मींस सिंगल पावर दैट इज ऑफ यूएस एंड अदर वन की डिफरेंट कंट्री जो थी वो इंटरनेशनल फोरम पे सामने आती और अपना एक मेन रोल प्ले करती. So these were the two things which could happen. Either US could be the superpower or the other countries, they can emerge as the important ones on the world forum. So these were the points. In the starting we are going to revise these 3 points. क्या था? End of Cold War and ideological dispute was ended and the possibilities which were emerged that were either superpower will be US or other countries, they will be emerged as the main countries on the international forum. So ultimately what happened? US became the sole superpower. US एक sole superpower के रूप में emerge हुआ. US, the capitalist economy was new with the dominant economic system on international forum, and US was the promoter of capitalist economy. और जो कैपिटलिस्ट इकोनॉमी होती है उसमें वी यूज टू फोकस ऑन द इंडिविजुअल्स. इंडिविजुअल्स पे फोकस करते हैं. तो यूएस जो था वो इंडिविजुअलिस्ट को फोकस करते हुए कैपिटलिस्ट इकोनॉमी को फेवर कर रहा था. सो वर्ल्ड फोरम पे भी कैपिटलिस्ट वाज इमर्ज्ड एज द मेन आइडियोलॉजी. एंड द सेकंड वन, वर्ल्ड बैंक एंड IMF, they both could become as powerful institutions. How? Because they were providing the loans to the for the transmission to capitalists. वो अदर कंट्रीज को लोन प्रोवाइड कर रहे थे कैपिटलिस्ट के फॉर्म होने के लिए. The other thing we can see, liberal democracy. Liberal democracy was there, and the meaning of liberal democracy is like when there was 15 countries which were making USSR. They asked Soviet Union to provide them some freedom to do the things in the particular matters, but they were not able to get the freedom from Soviet Union. So they were dissatisfied. It was totally undemocratic atmosphere there, and Russia was dominating among all 15. So here liberal democracy emerged as the best way of political life. जैसे कि डेमोक्रेसी को हम जानते हैं, दिस इज द बेस्ट रूलिंग सिस्टम, एंड आफ्टर ऑल वी आर गोइंग टू नो अबाउट आवरसेल्फ. पीपल आर free to express themselves. So this sort of democracy emerged at as the best way of political life. The other thing, the end of Soviet bloc, emergence of new countries. अब जैसे ही सोवियत ब्लॉक का एंड हुआ, as USSR was ended, so new countries were emerged. नई कंट्री वहां पे इमर्ज हुई और उन्होंने अपने आप को डोमिनेट करना स्टार्ट कर दिया. So here it was the new economic aspirations of several countries. अब जो countries free हुई थी, जैसे इंडिया, when India was free from the Pakistan, so it was having so many notions. It wanted to develop itself in so many phases. So the same happened with these countries also. They were having new economic aspirations. Baltic and Eastern European countries, जो बाल्टिक और ईस्टर्न यूरोपियन कंट्रीज थी, वो क्या कर रही थी? दे वांटेड टू बिकम द पार्ट ऑफ नाटो. हमने पढ़ा था नॉर्थ अटलांटिक ट्रीटी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन 49 में जो बना और उसके जवाब में 55 में वर्साई पैक्ट आया, जो कि रशिया ने बनाया था, यूएसएसआर का बना हुआ था. सो द कंट्रीज विच वर एसोसिएटेड विद द यूएसएसआर were now going to become the part of NATO, because now USSR was not in existence. USSR existence में नहीं था, इसलिए वो कंट्री जो थी वो नाटो का पार्ट बनने के लिए आगे आई. And the new countries emerged with their own political, economic aspirations. अलग अलग डिफिकल्टीज, अपने डिफरेंशिएशन के साथ में बहुत सारी अदर कंट्री जो थी वो भी डेवलप हुई. सो अगर हम नाउ वी आर गोइंग टू समराइज द कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस. फर्स्ट वन, कोल्ड वॉर वाज एंडेड. नंबर 2, आइडियोलॉजिकल डिस्प्यूट किस-किसके बीच में? सोशलिस्ट एंड कैपिटलिस्ट के बीच में. इट वाज एंडेड. पावर रिलेशंस चेंज. हाउ? ईदर यूएस शुड बिकम द सुपर पावर, या तो यूएस सुपर पावर बने, या फिर अदर जो कंट्रीज जो हैं दे नीड टू इमर्ज देमसेल्फ एज द डोमिनेंट कंट्रीज. बट these countries were small ones and they were not competent to the super power US से compete नहीं कर पा रही थी, इसलिए वो नहीं बन पाई. then US became the sole super power. US एक sole super power बना, एक सुप्रीम पावर के रूप में आगे आया. then US, the capitalist economy, was new dominant economic system on the international forum. और यूएस जो था, जिसकी इकोनॉमी कैपिटलिस्ट इकोनॉमी थी, एक नए फोरम में वर्ल्ड के सामने आई. देन वर्ल्ड बैंक, IMF पावरफुल एडवाइजर्स बने, बिकॉज द कंट्रीज दोज हु आर गोइंग टू बी द पार्ट ऑफ कैपिटलिज्म, दे वर सीकिंग द लोन्स फ्रॉम IMF, इंटरनेशनल मॉनेटरी फंड एंड वर्ल्ड बैंक. देन लिबरल डेमोक्रेसी इमर्ज्ड एज द बेस्ट वे ऑफ पॉलिटिकल लाइफ. और लिबरल डेमोक्रेसी लाइफ के बेस्ट वे के रूप में सामने आई, बिकॉज डेमोक्रेसी इज द गवर्नमेंट विच इज फेवर्ड बाय एवरीवन, विच इज लाइक्ड बाय एवरीवन. दिस वाज द मेन मोटो. एंड न्यू एस्पिरेशंस इमर्ज्ड. द पीपल वर हैविंग न्यू एस्पिरेशंस. कैसे? जो बाल्टिक स्टेट्स थे, जो ईस्ट यूरोपियन स्टेट्स थे, नाउ दे वांटेड टू बिकम द पार्ट ऑफ नाटो, नॉर्थ अटलांटिक ट्रीटी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, which was adverse to, opposed to the Versailles, क्योंकि यूएसएसआर का डिसइंटीग्रेशन हो चुका था. एंड the new players, new countries emerged with their own economic and political aspirations. अलग अलग कंट्रीज इमर्ज हुई जिनकी अलग अलग पॉलिटिकल और इकोनॉमिक एस्पिरेशंस थी. So in such a way we can see that USSR's disintegration was the incident which were having so many consequences. उसके बहुत सारे परिणाम थे, उसके बहुत सारे रिजल्ट थे. In such a way it was the great incident of the time. It changed the world scenario. पूरे वर्ल्ड का सिनेरियो चेंज हुआ इस घटना से, इस सिचुएशन से. So it was a very important incident of the time. So this was the topic of the day. Do read the topic from your book. Don't forget to go through with CBSE My Guide. You can find the question from there. You can find the answers from there. In such a manner, you will be able to understand the topic in a proper manner. So do revise the thing, and whatever questions we are providing you in the WhatsApp group, you need to write down in your history notebook also. So this will be the way to express the things as it was expressed replaced by the US and USSR. This indication make the US the more superpower country or the one single superpower country in the world. So, children, do revise the topic, and I am going to send the videos after the end of Cold War. So these reference videos are sent to you so that you can understand the concept in a more proper way. So आप उनको videos को देखें, समझें और उसको correlate करें. So this was the topic of the day, and don't forget to do your work in your political science notebook. So next part we will see about the shock therapy when there was a change from the socialism to capitalism. वो change कैसे हुआ, countries ने उन्हें कैसे adopt किया, and what were the main features of that shock therapy. उस therapy के बारे में हम next part में study करेंगे. Till then, do revise the topic and don't forget to read from NCERT. Thank you so much.